I didn't have the heart to tell her. This call should be from Terry Hughes, the ABC's New York correspondent. He's lived there 22 years, and if anyone should have the big picture, I suppose he should. Oh, hello, Terry. Terry Hughes. How are you?
Fine, Andrew. We're in the middle of morning rush hour, so forget the noise if you can. Welcome to West 72nd Street, Midtown Manhattan, and, well, let's talk about crime in New York.
Okay, well, New York does have a reputation of being one of the most violent cities in the world. You've lived there for 20-odd years. Is that how you find it?
Unfortunately, it's getting worse. I wouldn't say it's one of the most violent cities in the world. You have to talk in general about America when you're talking about crime here, of course. And it might surprise a few people that New York is about 17th down on the list of most violent cities in America. Atlanta, would you believe, where the Olympic Games are going to be held, is one of the most violent.
Atlanta's #1. That'll make the pistol shooting events quite fun, I would imagine.
Yes, they promised to fix it up by then, but I doubt it.
What's the level of gun ownership in America?
Well, they say conservatively there's about 300 million handguns to start off with, would you believe? That's about a handgun for every man, woman and child in America.
What are the yearly gun death figures there?
Unfortunately, since crack came into this city about 5 or 6 years ago, it's just gone totally over the top, and they've estimated that in about, well, in every 2 years, the statistics double. That in 2 years from now, we'll get, say, 18,000 people dead from handguns and other related gun accidents.
It's extraordinary figures. I gather a lot of those deaths are unfortunately children.
Yes, and that seems to be the coming statistic. I hate to talk statistics all the time, but that's the only way to get a handle on this, because a lot of the guns are hidden, you don't know where they are, they're in homes which cause accidents with kids, and indeed we're starting to get even youngsters, and we're talking about real youngsters now, 8, 9, 10 years of age, shooting each other. It seems to be the solution to an argument now, you know, and if I sound flippant and I look flippant talking about this, it's becoming this common. 10-year-olds, 11-year-olds shooting each other in playgrounds. In 1 week this past summer, we had about 8 children dead in about 7 days. So and we're talking about children, you know, from the ages of 5 on up.
Gee, if Charles Dickens had had a futuristic nightmare, it sounds like New York would have been it.
Well, I read a story yesterday where quite often children are just dumped at hospitals with gun wounds. They die in hospitals and they don't even find out the name of the children. They're listed as a John Doe or a Jane Doe, and it's case closed.
Terry Hughes, I'd like to say it's been nice talking to you. Nice really isn't the word, but thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Andrew. Bye.
Bye-bye. Well, there you have it. No neat answers, I'm afraid. Does Australia have a gun problem? Are we going the way of the USA? How would I know? I only live here. At least I do, until some loony in camouflage greens with warm duck blood dripping from his lips cuts me in two with his mail-order semi-automatic. But hey, it's the price of democracy, no? Anyway, why worry when we can always party, yeah? Hey, babe, you show me the disco, I'll show you the dance. Let's go!
Andrew Denton?
I must stay calm, assess the situation, react appropriately.
With your spleen in the gutter, with my hand on your lung, with your gut on my ankles.
Well, what did you expect? A moral ending? Good night. What's the matter?
There's a lady who's sure all that glitters is gold. and she's buying a stairway to heaven. When she gets there, she knows if the stars are all closed, with a word she can get what she came for. There's a sign on the wall, but she wants to be sure.
'Cause you know sometimes words have two meanings.
In a tree by the brook, there's a songbird who sings.
Sometimes all of our thoughts are misgiven.
There's a feeling I get when I look to the west, and my spirit is crying for leaving. In my thoughts I have seen rings of smoke through the trees, and the voices of those who stand looking. And it's whispered that soon, if we all call the tune, then the piper will lead us to reason, and a new day will dawn for those who stand long, and the forests will echo with laughter. And as we wind on down the road, our shadows taller than our soul, there walks a lady we all know. She shines white light and wants to show how everything still turns to gold. And if you listen very hard, that tune will come to you at last, when all are one and one is all. When all are one and one is all, to be a rock and not to roll. There's a lady who's sure all that glitters is gold, and she's buying a stairway